pitches to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. And the Rebels will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Georgia's offense will have the football first. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off the play fake. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to buy time. Quickly to the tight end. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. The Rebels offense has the ball for the first time. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But David, in passing situations,
breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Rebels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Wide open spaces. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up the yoke. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive. He'll take the deep shot. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Now this offense is back on the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got him. Still on his feet. Gets away from one. He's got space. Touchdown, Ole Miss. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. USC answered the bell away from the Coliseum today with an impressive victory. The Trojans knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The give to the back. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
The Dogs are moving quickly down the field. Here comes the heat. On the move, he fires. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and...
He's going for the big play. Makes the catch. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run play action. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the
reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Extra point here will tie the game.
What a throw by the QB. You think about it, you don't have much space near the sideline, and he put that thing right on the outside of the sideline where his receiver could go make a play. Not only does he make the play, I'm pretty sure he got a foot in bounds, and that's a great touchdown catch. What a playmaker.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. From the gun, the ground game. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Cross. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The defense putting points on the board.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. If you like scoring, this one's for you. Already 21-14, and now they'll try to answer. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, both teams doing some early work, and now they'll try to add to this 21-14 lead. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. It's a draw. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Pocket breaking down. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he's got some space. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. It's complete to the right. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points. That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight silly. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast, at the quarterback spot. Now you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious, I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that guy.
Rides the back on the option, the give. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Going to swing it on 2nd down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He's going to take off. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The Rebels send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. Fires to the tight end. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Now on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Powell. Oh, what a caught! That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Dogs have pushed it inside the 20. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got enough space. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Texas Tech was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in Lubbock. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been Red Raider Nation, who will enjoy this win. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for goal position.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Fires on the move. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what...
Turning it on! They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Bulldogs! And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, running back gets the give. Lowers those pads. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He wants to throw it. A little screen to the running back. There he goes. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Rebels have taken it inside the 20. He'll do it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Gonna run it, it's Powell. Gets it past the marker. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Extending the play. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Throwing right. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. At the 20, he's got space. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. The Dogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Now, 4th down.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Good, right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Catch in the middle, it's Freeman. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. On the run, fires downfield. On target to the left. Breaks into the open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge.
Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll send the back in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. The quick out. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking down the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. The Rebels come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field.
Kick it away.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. First play of the drive wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll immediately call timeout.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. And he tried to put the touch on it, but it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Hauls it in, looking for space. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He'll pull it on the read. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Pucks it out of the air. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Finds the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. No good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's on target and complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Rebels in a good spot here with second and short. He'll keep it himself. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. On first and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Looking to pass inside the red zone. The screen, and watch out. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Reads it, fires complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Absolutely perfect. Had to settle for the field goal. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I can go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got a little space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again. And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Offense will try to get some momentum going on first and 10. The give on the option. Sweet cut there. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. On the run, still looking. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Using the quick game. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Never a doubt. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Penn State is going to enjoy the trip back to Happy Valley after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there in Beaver Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume.
Off the play fake on first down.
Iron sharpens iron, and you...
Turning it on! They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. They're working that left side. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Power football with the run. Got the first down and still on his feet. A nice play there, and that is likely how we'll put the finishing touches on this period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Complete some of these hitch throws early. You're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. But the problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now, first and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia heads to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Grabs behind the line. It's Cross. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chain second and long. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Looking deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Got him downfield. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Rebels are rolling down the field.
Here we go, here we go.
A first down run on the doorstep. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Great job by the back on the option. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, there he goes!
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
It's complete to the left. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Turning on the Jets. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Off play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Rebels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Finding an escape route.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by them.
Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. Trying play action. He lofts one down the sideline. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back to pass on second down. That's caught. It's Reed. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Reed. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. On the option. He'll toss it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. Made a defender miss. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Finds his tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
At the 34. Number 14. On to punt it away.